you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So NC State's offense will have the football first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Got it in the middle, it's Grimes. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Gonna look downfield again. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Secures it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So the Clemson Tigers offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to pass, it's Klubnik. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. With the run on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson. And And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Holds and fires complete to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to sneak it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. Caught in the backfield. It's Smothers. Turns it on in midfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Bailey. Got a man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. On the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They just keep firing.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. To throw, it's Klubnik. Snagged in the middle, it's Randall. Tackled there by the defense. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. The screen, he can go! And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rutgers. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Here's a heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. That brings them to within 1.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They go to the ground. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Punt is on its way. Calls for the fair catch, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Works the middle of the field. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Fires on the move. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move, he fires. This time he's got his man. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Wants to throw again. spits it out to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Haynes. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays...
It's a fumble! Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They were rolling with the option, and the quarterback kept it, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
I'm impressed with this defense. They are locked in and defending the option right now. Guys are playing assignment football, and they're just doing a great job with their eye discipline. They saw the QB pull that ball. They knew exactly who had it. They got to him and created the turnover.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. Can't get him to the ground. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. NC State has to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Now on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Clemson now operating in the red zone. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Into the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Tough to beat action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Toledo is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over Akron. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Back to pass, it's Bailey. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. That's caught. It's Rutgers. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. The short hands. It's Grimes. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It Smothers. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Got a man. It's Boston. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got it behind the line. It's Scott. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Snags a quick pass on the left. Ripping through the defense. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. That's caught. It's Williams. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Let's see what they've got on second down. Just keep slinging it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
To the air on first down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the misconnection, it's second down. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Finds his tight end. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Randall. That should be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it.
Really nice play there catching the pass. And I'll tell you, it's not easy to get on the field these days at Clemson if you're a wideout. Because of the success they've had recruiting and all the NFL talent they've had outside at the position, getting on the field and competing is no simple task. It's not easy to do, but this guy has everything you look for. He is built to succeed, not just at the college level. I think this guy's got an opportunity on Sundays, too.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This crowd knows when to bring it. Power football with the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And he's going to try to return this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Great job to get down with the slide after getting everything you could. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Firing to the right, complete.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Caught over the middle, it's Anderson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds a tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Off play action on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you know, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
Quick strike complete. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. A little screen to the running back. Sweet cut there. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying play action. This time he's got it.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the 2nd level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. It's complete to the right. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to pound it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. The play action fake. Moving out of the pocket. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, and not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And after the extra point, it's a one-possession game, down 21-13. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Bowling Green is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 4 over Ohio. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air, it's Clemson. Makes the grab on the left. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. That's caught. It's Brown. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And the defense got him at the 27.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Pulled and finds his man on the left. There he goes. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the ground, he's got it again. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Klubnik. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Gonna run it. It's Randall. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Wide out trying to get it in. They will score. Touchdown, Clemson. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll run it. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
When you get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. With the catch, it's Smothers. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Bailey. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Looking to throw on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. He wants to throw it again. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. He'll pull it on the read. Runs through a tackle. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Randall. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. Now on first down from the 30. The lone back's got it. Plows through the defense. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Red pass, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Quickly to the tight end. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. They'll operate out of split backs. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Got it in the middle, it's Grimes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
Offense facing 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now first down. And the pass was broken up, incomplete, and there's a flag on the field. This could be offensive holding. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. He wants to throw it. Makes the grab. It smothers. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Here's the pressure. Catch inside the 25. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Off play action. Tight end finds a soft spot. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Now, 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Finds his big tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. First down here for the offense. Finds his man. It's Williams. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Did he call bank on that one? Off the left upright and good. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. Got it in the middle, it smothers. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. Back to throw, it's Bailey. He makes the grab. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold.
This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Grimes. Knocked down for the tackle. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chugging and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop him.
And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented, nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.